And welcome back to the Crypto Hulk Show. Oh my God. So everybody's here because I already showed you how I came up with the $824 XRP. And it wasn't me, it was it was Grok that figured it out. But I just simply wanted to show you like where this goes. I don't know when it'll happen, but like I know I win. I just don't know when. And that's fine. That's awesome, actually. So I got all my investment stuff in. Here and there, we learn about new cryptos. I get those as they come in. And we're early as fuck. And when this thing takes off, XRP, I'm just showing you what Grok's saying. So I'm not making any statements. I'm just showing you what the fact is. And we're just speculating here. So people get all mad in the comment section. See, here's what's funny. I make it very clear. I'm just speculating. It's okay. You don't have to have a heart attack. It's okay. And I put in the title. Excuse me. I put in the title of the show and everything like speculation. It's okay. You don't have to get all mad. You have to start putting all the hate comments. See, people are so fucking stupid. It's like they have to try to defend their favorite YouTuber or their crypto. Oh, it's XDC, man. You guys are wrong. It's just I'm just like looking at all these dumb fucks. This is so fucking what an ignoramus. Then you get the people. One guy leaves in the comment, I can't watch your whole show. It's too long. Oh, so you cannot invest in your future? I see. So there's one of the half-assed people. These are one of the half-assed people. They got time to spend 2 to 3 hours a day watching all kinds of dumb shit on YouTube. They only got like 10 to 12 minutes to watch a video. Okay. These are the same motherfuckers that are going to be when everything takes off. Oh, man, I should have got more of that. Oh, fuck. No, what you should have got is a pair of fucking nuts and a heart, because you have no nuts and you have no heart at all. You have no work ethic. You're nothing. Okay? You're a keyboard warrior and that's it. That's fucking embarrassing. Hulk, I only got 4 minutes. Chris Sharpie says, Chris, strap a pair on and don't be like the lion on the Wizard of Oz with no heart. Here for every second. So it's about investing. It's about investing in yourself. If you have a family, your job is to provide. The man's job is to provide for that family. And this show here gives you the building blocks and all the basics. I'm going to help you set up the house, the plumbing, the electrical wiring, get the permits, build the roads and all that shit of crypto. That's why we're here. That's why I'm showing you all this evidence. People are like, well, why isn't it happening? Those are the same people. Oh, I don't have time for that show. But you got 3 hours to watch dumb shit, right? Yeah, you do. Yes, you do. Yakima says, my YouTube said I watched 1,500 hours of Crypto Hulk last year. Oh, my God. Oh, wait a minute now. Hold on there. Now, I know my programs aren't that long. Let me do some math. 1,500 divided by 52. That's 28 hours a week. Come on, man. Come on. That's not fucking possible. That's my veggie mix with some fruit powder. So what I'll do is I'll show you what I take. It's called Green Vibrance. Let me show you the company there, buddy. And if you don't have time to watch this, I guess you got to go to another channel, don't you? Bye. We'll miss you. Not. So let's look. Green Vibrance. Here we go. This is the green protein powder stuff that I take now. Let me show you. This stuff is superior. I'm telling you. Oh my God. Green Vibrant. I don't know what that bleep sound is, but we're going to get rid of it right now. Okay. So this is going to be important. A lot of my viewers are 40 plus. This is the green powder. Oh my God. So here's the deal. We're going to take a little side break because Crypto Hulk show. We've got cold plunges, Crypto Hulk lawyer. We've got Caleb Brown and stuff for custody. You've got this Green Vibrance. There's the website right there. This stuff is amazing. You can see the ingredients. You can click on them and look at the ingredients. This stuff, okay. Green Vibrance is a comprehensive plant-based superfood powder designed to fill in nutritional gaps in diet support, strong digestion, healthy immune function with circulation and detoxification. Okay, look. This thing is so fucking badass. Crypto Hulk, are we turning into a health food show? Yeah, we're turning into a health food show. Wow. Just like you got a dick growing out of your forehead, right? So there is so many nutritional things in this drink. Now, I've known about this drink for 10 years. I stopped taking it for a while and went to the Costco, using the Costco. It's called Juice, Juice. Now, to let you in, normally this would be with the Crypto Hulk workout channel, but since I don't make that anymore, you get this information for free. The way that your body gets all the nutrients it needs is to eat the right, let's say this, is to ingest the right products. If you look at all the spirulina and the different grasses and stuff that are in this drink that I have, I want you to just read it, but understand there's adaptogens in there. There's liver support, enzymes, and tonics. If your body doesn't get the right nutrients when you take it in, you get old fast. Another thing I do is I take half of a teaspoon of like a Himalaya salt and I put it in here. It has a slight salty flavor to it. Why do we do that? What's in Himalaya salt? Minerals, essential minerals that your body needs that you aren't getting. And when your body doesn't get the nutrients it needs, it starts to die. It starts to get old. Things start breaking down. Because it's kind of like if you have a car and you don't put gas in it, it's not going to work. Your body is made of minerals, nutrients, vitamins, all these kind of things. And if you don't replace them, your body sucks. Your brain tells whatever it is in your body to break down. Let's say if you don't eat enough protein, your brain releases cortisol and shit, and your body will break down the protein so it goes in your bloodstream to keep your brain happy. If you get all these nutrients, it replaces your body's the most advanced technological machine on the planet, and it requires nutrients to run. And that's why I wanted to show you this Green Vibrance. And just take a little Himalaya salt every day so you get your minerals. If you guys are going to get rich, you're going to need to be healthy. And this is just the first step. That's why I got the cold plunge going on. And all the serious hardcore drug use. Hey, that's how I'm able to do all the drugs, is because I take the Green Vibrance and the Himalayan sea salt. We need minerals. I take liquid. Yeah, you can do that. CMOS. Yes, CMOS. Moringa. Yep. Free radicals equal aging. Yes. Yakima. 1,200 says that's still like 20 hours a week. I don't know how. You must be like a truck driver or something. That's crazy hours. Miss Derringer says appointment with Anderson Advisors tomorrow. Appointment tomorrow with Anderson Advisors. Getting everything set up. Thank you, Hulk. Great people there. Right. And just every Monday through Thursday, 9 a.m. to 2 p.m., go onto your Anderson Advisor account. They have what's called a Zoom call. There's a lawyer on each hour of the day. It's from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. Pacific. And there you can listen in on if you got questions about anything legally. Then you can ask them a question. So even though they might be talking about criminal law at one point, you can always get in there and say, I have a very important question. They'll stop and answer your questions for you. You'll hear the voice. Like you can type it in. No one's going to see. You can type in the question and a lawyer will answer it. And no one will know who they're talking about. Okay. I own a tint shop. You're on half a day. Oh, okay. Yeah, I was wondering. That's a hell of a lot of time, man. I was like, whoa. Okay, let me get started with this $824 XRP and shit. My name's Crypto Hawk. I'm not a financial advisor, not a crypto advisor, none of the above. I don't know anything about finances at all. I don't know anything about crypto at all. All this is scripted. It's fake. I'm just reading off a teleprompter right now. But every day for the past 5.5 years, this is the true part. Oh, and my name was Crypto Hawk when I was born in 1970. That was my name at birth. Everything on the show is a lie, except that. But no, seriously, every day I take LSD, heroin, opium, peyote, any kind of drug, bath salts, meth salts. 46 JD May always hooks me up with all the meth salts. And don't believe a word I say. Oh, there he goes again with the meth toothpaste. I told you. He's sending that shit. I've got 500 boxes of meth toothpaste at this house and meth bath salts. Thank you to 46 JDMA. The best. A friend with weed is a friend indeed, okay? Let's get started. Functional mushrooms. This guy grows reishi, cordyceps, turkey tail, and lion's mane. The biggest liar on the platform, says AJ. I'll take that as a compliment. There's Cheedy. Look at this one right here. Let me find this article here. These little bastards. Okay. Oh, God. Here's the article. And it's not far-fetched. I believe it's possible. I don't think this is impossible whatsoever. I think this actually could be done like tomorrow. Here's the article right here. How the Ripple BNY partnership is setting XRP's new institutional era. Here's an article here, AMB Crypto. Every now and then I read their articles. They've been around a while. How the Ripple BNY partnership. Do you know what BNY is? Bank in New York. America's oldest bank right here. And they're partners with Ripple. What is BNY Bank? They're the world's biggest custodial bank. That means they have the most, they're protecting value, okay? And they have 50, this number is staggering. Here's how big. Now, BNY Mellon, the amount they have under management, assets under management, is bigger than my ego. $50 trillion in assets under management. Holy shit. You know, BlackRock, they got like maybe 13 to 15 trillion. This has like 3 times, it makes BlackRock look small. This is fucking huge right here. So Ripple, according to the article, is setting the standard for institutions. you won't believe, like Ripple's expanding like crazy. So now this comes back to all the XRP fans. Crypto Hulk, why don't you ever talk about XRP and Ripple? And I do. But now we're entering an era where this is getting real. Ripple, let me just tell you something, is setting up what I feel to believe is the standard where all this crypto goes. They're going to copy, they're going to have Ripple, whatever it is going to gift this. Because remember, Ripple's some kind of what, nonprofit, or I don't know what all this shit is. Ripple Labs is the nonprofit. What? This is all government shit, whatever it is. Ripple is doing the deeds of the world's rich 5 families. And I believe that whatever platform Ripple has control of, or this or that or whatever, it's all going to be gifted to the treasury of the United States. To possibly, or it'll be given to like the International Monetary Fund, so the communists, whatever it is. Ripple ain't keeping all this shit, that's for certain. No fucking sir. Let's read the article. Institutional growth doesn't always show up as direct capital inflows. In recent years, it has increasingly taken the form of partnerships. Partnerships with Ripple are massive. It's like every single bank in the fucking world. Major financial institutions are using blockchain technology for practical use, such as cross-border payments and everyday transactions. Building on this trend, BNY Mellon, a global bank with $50 trillion in assets under management. Oh my God. Has launched tokenized deposits. Now, listen, this is where I was talking about how does Ripple get to be $824 here? Let's pay attention. It's not that tough, okay? It's not that crazy. So Ripple's already a partner with BNY Mellon with $50 trillion. They already got it. They already got it. It's not like they have to go out and get it. They already have this. Now BNY Mellon is exploring the tokenized deposits. Oh, see where this can go real quick? This can go real quick. BNY Mellon has launched. They already started, everybody. Oh, God. They already have launched tokenized deposits, which are digital versions of cash for institutional clients. Notably, it chose who? BNY chose Ripple as an early adopter to their tokenized deposits. Let me ask you a question that's not that far-fetched. It's only far-fetched because everybody else is getting butthurt because this might end up, Ripple might end up having XRP worth more than Bitcoin. Oh, shit, Crypto Hulk. Say it ain't so. See, these people are panicking now. They're in full-out panic mode. I delete and block all the dumb shit comments because these motherfuckers are like 80-year-old hookers that still haven't given up, okay? Ripple, this is out of the Ripple page. Like, if they've already, let's focus on the facts. This is not an opinion. This part right now is not even speculation. This part's fucking real. Real. BNY Mellon has launched. That means already have done, past tense. Oh, they've launched tokenized deposits in their digital versions of cash. Now, they chose, that's past tense, already done. They chose Ripple Prime. Today, our partners at BNY Global. This is what Ripple's saying. Ripple's calling BNY Mellon their partners. They've launched tokenized deposit services for who? Not you and me, but institutional clients. See, remember, I've been telling you, they're all going to get rich first, then the medium banks, then the small banks, then the credit unions, and then by that time, then we finally get to be rich. That's how it works. So sit down and wait, because ain't shit going to happen until then. So this is bringing the promise of digital assets directly into the banking system. Listen to the key words here. With Ripple Prime as an early adopter. Whoa. So what is going on here? You've got an early. That's why we're not rich, because we're early. It even says it right here. If you can read, EARLY. And if you can't read, you can listen. So Ripple's an early adopter in the tokenization of real world assets for the largest custodial bank in the entire world. And they've already started this. Now, let me ask a question. That 50 trillion that BNY Mellon has under management, would it be that difficult to tokenize that shit? No. They're already doing it right now. They're already doing it right now. Why can't they just switch to the other 50 trillion? Oh, they could. That's what I'm saying. It's not far-fetched. They could easily do this shit. You got Ripple right there and Ripple Prime Brokerage. They're ready to go. Remember, we're early. Okay? I'm showing you what could happen, and guess what? Will happen. All right? That XRP is not going to be $2. These motherfuckers are hiding this shit, getting everybody, not us, getting everybody discouraged and shit. Oh, what? I thought if I bought crypto today, I'd be rich tomorrow. Aha, mommy. I need a safe spot. I'm like, wow. Notably, many in the market see it as a start of a digital dollar. Uh-oh, are we seeing what's happening? One where institutional funds aren't tied up in traditional fiat or stable coin, but exist as digital cash that can move instantly in a 24/7 market. Ripple now sits. Here we go. See, this is why everybody's getting all scared. Oh, Crypto Hulk, you're high as fuck. Well, that's true, but this still is going to happen. Ripple now sits at the center of this shift. The key question is, how does this partnership impact Ripple's institutional growth? Especially with BNY already acting as primary custody for its native digital dollar, the Ripple Labs USD. Oh, very interesting here. See? How does this partnership impact Ripple's institutional growth? BNY's recent move is part of a broader trend in global finance. As the initial hype around the CBDCs gives way to real adoption, BNY's launch of tokenized deposits represent the first step in what could become a wave of banks following suit. I'm letting you see this. So what if, here's the road, here's easily the road where Ripple can end up at $100,000, the XRP. Let's just say BNY Mellon decides to choose Ripple, their partner already. BNY Mellon's already tokenized, they're already holding on to the Ripple Labs token. What just if BNY decides to take that $50 trillion in assets under management they have and tokenize it? That would cause, according to Grok, the XRP to hit $824. Oh shit, crypto. It could do that tomorrow. Put that shit on the ledger, bam. Now, that's if we take the 40 billion that are in escrow and burn them up. So now we got 60 billion XRPs floating around the world today, 60 billion. We burn up the rest, just like Stellar. Now, who runs Stellar? Jed McCaleb. Where did Jed McCaleb come from? Ripple. He was one of the early developers of Ripple. He did the same fucking thing to Stellar. Tell me they're not going to do the same thing to XRP. They are. They will. That's just one bank. What if all the other banks did the same thing on the XRP ledger? You might be looking at $100,000 XRP, $200,000 X. See where this goes? I'm not saying it's going to happen. I'm just saying it's hypothetically, it could. In this context, Ripple being chose as an early adopter. Watch this. See, everybody's getting paranoid. All these Ethereum people and Bitcoin and fucking all the other ones, now they're getting nervous. Oh shit. Now they're getting nervous. BNY Mellon chose who? Chainlink? No, I'm sorry. Who they chose to do this with? Ethereum? No, that's not it. They chose Ripple. Yes, they did. The world's biggest custodial bank. Ripple being chosen as an early adopter is a strong signal of its growing role in digital finance. Oh God, it's going to be the backbone. You'll see. In line with this, XRP ETFs reaching 1 billion assets under management is an early sign of rising institutional interest too. So right now, these XRP ETFs they got, there's already $1 billion in there. We haven't even started. From a technical lens, despite closing 2025 down 12% and facing a market pullback, XRP ETFs have still gathered $1 billion in assets since their launch in November. That's pretty amazing. Like 2 months, and here we are, February, and it's like, damn. What does this matter? It indicates that institutions aren't just betting on XRP's price. Instead, they're showing confidence in Ripple itself, with the BNY partnership serving as a clear signal of growing trust and adoption. In short, Ripple is attracting institutional capital based on fundamentals. Hence, this explains why its 2026 cycle looks set to remain institutionally driven. So I looked into Grok. All right. Here's what I asked Grok. If the 50 trillion that BNY Mellon has was put on the XRP ledger, what would the value of each XRP be? Let's consider 50 billion XRP are locked up in escrow or burned. What would the possible value be? So that's what I asked Grok. Let's go down here. You already kind of saw. Grok gives me a whole rundown on all the partners of Ripple. It's insane how many partners Ripple has. But let's go down to what I showed you in the video. Supply concentrations. 100 billion. There's 100 billion XRP that was already created. 40 billion are in escrow, and 1 billion are released per month. Ripple uses them as needed, puts them back in if they don't need them. Okay, Grok says a hypothetical 50 trillion assets under management on the XRP ledger. This is speculative. Assets on the XRP ledger don't directly equate to XRP market cap. XRP facilitates liquidity, not holds value. BNY Mellon's 50 trillion is current XRP is 60 billion are in the supply. Grok basically says $824 per XRP. Now, what's weird, it doesn't seem like much more, but he says if you burn up with 50 billion locked up, then it's at $1,000 per XRP. So either one of those numbers seems a-okay with me. I'll actually be fine with that. Can I get some more of those XRP? I think I need to buy some. So that is what Grok is saying. That's how I came up with those numbers on my video short. And totally acknowledging its speculation and but it's something that that I actually feel can possibly happen. I don't see that as too far-fetched personally. So that's why I'm here. One of these days. I mean, shit. Okay, so let's say if it doesn't go to 824, let's say it does 400. That's still pretty fucking amazing. I'd be that would work. That would work for me. That would work. So let me get some comments on that. And Lester Mina, the best fact-based channel in the planet. Yes, Lester knows. It's chilly in Florida. Oh my God. Let's go with the next article. Oh, look here. It's another article about XRP. Isn't that interesting? I wonder what's going on, Crypto Hulk. Oh, nothing. I'm sure nothing at all is going on with XRP. It's not set up to be the world's bridge currency. Not at all. No. It's going to be Peppy, actually. With the bored apes or the bored monkeys or whatever it is. XRP sees a $23 million trade in 60 seconds as canary in the coal mine. Quote, canary in the coal. Do you know why? Okay, so for those that don't know, when they say the canary in the coal mine, in the old days, people would die in coal mines when the oxygen levels got too low or gases increased in the ground. Well, they bring in a canary because they're really sensitive to gas and so forth. So if the canary, it's a bird. If this bird died in the cage, it means you better get the fuck out of the coal mine because everybody else is going to be dead soon. So that's what the canary in the coal mine is. So what they're doing here, let me read. A $23 million trade executed across multiple exchanges in 60 seconds. This is why all this shit's important, okay? This isn't just one person who's a whale. This is a coordinated event, okay? A $23 million XRP trade executed across multiple exchanges in 60 seconds. Coordinated, it signals, this signals coordinated institutional positioning rather than speculation. Uh-oh. They kind of got caught with their pants down. Whatever institution this was, they just got caught, okay? XRP exchange balances fell to 8-year lows, near 1.6 billion tokens, while 7 spot ETFs now hold 1.3 billion in assets. XRP gained 25% in early January 2026 versus Bitcoin's 5%. Historic patterns show it leads altcoin rotations by several weeks. So what we're seeing here, according to these chart analysis people, is that it looks like the crypto market might start taking off. XRP altcoin season 2026 may have just announced itself. A sudden $23 million worth of XRP trade executed just 60 seconds has shifted attention across the crypto market. The headline number wasn't what mattered. It was the timing and the structure behind it. See, large coordinated volume tends to surface when positioning changes beneath the surface, not when speculation peaks. Now, it's the time that this happened and how much. So this was done not by people trying to make their $5 here, $20 there. This was done by an institution trying to get set up to be ready to do something. They gave themselves away. Now, I don't understand how if you looked at charts, you could probably see it and understand it. But what we got going on here is a professional, due to the fact on how they did it. It wasn't that it was $23 million. It was how they did it. That's what showed the chart analysis people. This one right here, that's an institution getting ready to do something with XRP. That's why this event is being read as an early warning rather than a reaction. As capital begins rotating from Bitcoin into higher beta assets, XRP often reflects that shift first. The pattern places renewed focus on whether altcoin season is starting in 2026, where leadership emerges quietly before the broader market catches on. So here's the thing. You and me, we're already positioned in our cryptos. What happened was this. All these dumbasses sold out of their positions in crypto because they got worried. It started around November-ish, October, November-ish, right in that area, and continued through the new year. Now, all these people sold out because they got afraid for no reason. And now what's going to happen is when this alt season takes off, they're going to all buy back in again, probably at a higher price. Okay, this is how that works. Now, people like you and me, I didn't sell off on nothing. So my position's still the same. The $23 million XRP volume spike wasn't about the size alone. It was about the speed, the coordination, and timing. According to analysts, the trade hit multiple exchanges simultaneously, indicating systemic execution rather than a one-off bet. These are different exchanges that had happened at the same time. The pattern usually comes from algorithms designed to test liquidity and enter positions quickly, even at higher costs. When capital moves this fast, it reflects urgency rather than curiosity. You know how, you know about liquidity, right? So let's say there's a crypto channel, Crypto Hulk, let's say, and there's a crypto that's on MetaMask, and it has a very low liquidity of like $500. We know when we dump money into that thing's good. The crypto is going to read that it goes from 0.003 cents, and when everybody dumps money into it, it can go up like 2,300%. But then you can't get the money out because it's not enough liquidity, right? So that's what these people are doing. They all bought in real quick to see if there's enough liquidity where they can buy it or like that, okay? A lot of times, okay, a really good example is Hashpack Wallet. Oh, God. Remember when we tried to buy that Hedera HTS? It, like, won't let you buy a whole bunch, and if you do, there's, like, this massive impact fee. Okay, so that's what they were doing here. This was a coordinated buy, and they wanted to see if there was enough XRP to get. This happened all at the same time. All at the same time. I don't know how many different exchanges, but they know that maybe 5 or 8 exchanges, all of a sudden, bam, at the same time. So they know that this was one company, or whoever it was somebody who's big. They got 23 million just to throw in on 6. They're testing the exchanges liquidity, all the different ones. Who knows how many exchanges were tested, but somebody dumped in 23 million, hit up 4, 5, 6 different exchanges, bam, all at once, just like that. waiting to see if and it worked. But they gave it away. You don't just do that to buy it. You don't go do some shit like that if you're speculating. That's a test. So somebody out there who's watching the charts, I don't do that, but somebody's watching these charts, they notice, like I notice what I notice. I read the news and I tell you, hey, look what's going on with this. That's what these chart people are doing with this. They're like, wait a second, this is a coordinated buy right here. This all came at the exact same time. That means they're getting ready for something. You just don't buy crypto like that. Yeah, it's very atypical. So that'll be the end of that article right there. Where are we at as far as time? 30 minutes? 40 minutes. Oh. They should just use a dark pool. Must have wanted us to see it. Yeah, I don't know why they didn't use a dark pool. I don't know about all these things, but it's 5:40 in Hawaii. It's 2 hours earlier in Hawaii. Okay. So there's your XRP purchase. What do we got here? Yep. We got the next article. Guess what? XRP. Telling you, something's going on with XRP, everybody. Just letting you know. I normally am not going to do 3-4 articles on XRP, but these were just, I'm like, what? So there's something going on. I think something's getting set up. Right here. This is on Bitcoin.com. That's what made it more interesting. When I'm seeing XRP news like this on a Bitcoin website, kind of makes me look into it a little more. XRP is being positioned for institutional domination. Evernorth and Doppler begin building treasury scale liquidity. XRP is rapidly positioning itself as a foundational asset for institutional finance. As major treasury, here we go, everybody. Like there is something huge getting built, everybody. Focus on the fundamentals and you won't go wrong, okay? I don't care about anything. I block everything out and I just focus in on fundamentals. That's what I do. That's why I have no doubt in any crypto investment that I've made. I can't predict the future, but I focus on fundamentals. So XRP is being positioned. Look at what they're doing. They're buying G Treasury. They're dealing with Ripple Prime, BNY Mellon, maybe 50 trillion. It's all being set up. I don't care about what the dumb people say. Well, why is the price? Why is the price? What about this with the price? What about that with the price? See, those people, they will be destroyed. What do we look at? Fundamentals. We go on a deep dive. We go down about 200-300 feet and look at the iceberg. That's what we do. And we examine it. And how is this iceberg made? Who's a partner to this iceberg? That's all. I only look at fundamentals. I don't care about a price. Why don't I care? Because I know where this ends up. If Ripple just does that 50 trillion tokenization deal with BNY Mellon, bam, XRP's at about $800. I know what's going to happen. I just don't know when. I'm not worried. I can't make it happen any faster by worrying. All I can do is focus on fundamentals. And right here, Ripple's being, this is a Bitcoin.com. These people are Bitcoin fucking maxis talking about this right here. As a major treasury and institutional player, collaborate to unlock large-scale structured yield strategies. You know what yielding is? They want to make money. They want to be like a bank. These institutions are buying up XRP to put in their treasury so they can get yield, Y-I-E-L-D, yield. They want to lend and lease and make money off their crypto by staking it and shit. Remember, all the rich banks, the top biggest banks go first. The medium banks get hooked up. The small banks, underneath that, credit unions, and then us. That's how it works, okay? So we are now watching all of them get set up first. You're not going to get rich first. The banks will, then you get rich, okay? Some of you got this twisted where you're hoping the price goes up so you get rich, then you can go buy this other. Look, you're not, that shit ain't gonna ever work. You got to buy the fundamental shit, and guess what you got to do? Sit on your fucking ass and wait. That's what you do. It's not that tough, okay? XRP is increasingly emerging as, this is coming from Bitcoin.com website, by the way, not a big deal. XRP is increasingly emerging as a cornerstone asset for large-scale institutional finance. XRP digital asset treasury company Evernorth and XRP-Fi infrastructure provided Doppler Finance announced on January 8th that they have entered into a strategic collaboration, oh my God, to explore treasury scale liquidity and institutional use cases on the XRP ledger. This is fucking massive right here, everybody. This is where it's going. But crypto hulked the price today. XRP went down 5%. See, this is what I'm saying. People are so fucking stupid. They don't have time to watch my program, but they got all kinds of time to leave stupid fucking comments on there about why is XRP down 17% over the past 3 months? Blah, 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 blah. I don't know. What do know? That the world's biggest asset protection company, BNY Mellon, they're partners with Ripple, and they got 50 trillion. And all they got to do is just like that, tokenize it, and Ripple's at $800. Then all the dumb shits, what are they gonna say then? It's a Ponzi scheme. It always was. I'm like, wow, these fucking stupid retards. Please don't waste our time on this channel with your stupid comments. This is what's happening. The collaboration between Evernorth and XRP-Fi, the collaboration highlights a deepening integration between one of the largest XRP treasury companies and a core on-chain infrastructure provider, paving the way for deeper convergence between traditional finance and the XRP ledger native financial system. What is this? What's happening? These two companies are trying to get traditional finance and put it on a blockchain. So that's how we get rich. They're doing it right here. They're attempting to do this right now. We are literally watching this happen. Some of the biggest organizations in the entire world. That's what we're looking at here. We're not talking about what the price is on a 24-hour. That's so fucking stupid. When they're getting set up and when they let this thing rip, that's when it goes. Whenever that is, I don't know. Brad Garlinghouse has probably been trying to do this shit for 10 years. He's been working for Ripple for 10, 12 years or whatever, trying to make this shit fucking happen. He's still out there every day. It happens when it happens. I don't know when that is, but I'll be here waiting. By collaborating with Doppler, we are advancing practical frameworks for deploying institutional XRP liquidity on chain. Oh, they are trying to get XRP positioned so that all these big institutions can use it. It's not meant for people like you and me to buy it, and then when it goes up 10, 50% to sell it off. And that's not with any of this. See, that is a whole set. That's called trading. This isn't a trading channel. We go over fundamentals. And if you like a particular crypto, you buy it. And if you pump dump it, that's up to you. I've always gone over fundamentals, connections. Who are the connections to a particular crypto? This, that. I don't care what's gone up and what's gone down. Have I made money along the way? Damn right I have. Many thousands and thousands of dollars on this channel. Pump dumping stuff, okay? Do I own it? Yeah, I could look right in my phone wallet here, and I've got probably 18 cryptos on Caleb Brown that I own, and then in my phone wallet, probably another 18. So I got about 36 cryptos. Of all the cryptos we talked about, I've got some of them locked away. So, looking beyond near-term pilots, both organizations outlined a longer-term strategy focused on durability and scale. This collaboration reflects a shared commitment to positioning XRP as a key asset within a transparent and institutionally aligned on-chain framework, while bridging traditional finance standards with next-generation blockchain-based infrastructure. Evernorth, supported by Ripple and SBI Holdings, plans to operate as a publicly traded digital asset treasury following its business combination with Armada 2, providing regulated and transparent exposure to XRP through active yield strategies, ecosystem participation, and on. So this is what's going on. So yeah. Let me check the comments. Next 8 minutes. Okay, we're going to go over Ethereum. There's some big news. This is our year. Well, I sure hope so. But again, you know what? I don't care. Like, it'll happen when it does. That's one thing. It's just, I don't know when that year will be. I've already been here 5.5. Wait a second. In March. So right now it's what, January 13? What is the date? January 12th. In March, it'll be 6 years since I learned about crypto. May 2020, I think is when I started Crypto Halt channel. Somewhere around May 2020. So we're coming up on 6 years of doing Crypto Halt. Oh, shit. Damn, man, that's a long time. 6 fucking years doing this shit? God. So that's a long time. 6 years strong. Some of you guys have been here for 6 years. Damn, that's hard. Like, I'm tripping right now. Like, 6 years. Some of you guys don't comment or whatever, and that's fine. I'm not getting down. Some people just want to learn. Some people just want to catch up and learn what's going on. But damn, 6 years. All right. Last article. This next is about Ethereum, but it's about ZK Sync. That's a crypto that they sell, Caleb and Brown. I think it's going to be a monster. And I'm going to show you why I think it's going to be a monster. Here's the article right here. Ethereum's future, oh God, Ethereum's future hinges on zero-knowledge proofs. You ever heard of ZK Sync? In a recent interview with Ethereum founder Xiaowei Wang, described zero knowledge as part of Ethereum's midterm roadmap, pointing to many amazing breakthroughs in the past 1 to 2 years. You know what? It's all coordinated. It's all going to happen at the same time. Okay, this whole thing is so fucking fake. And this whole Ethereum has started with the Chinese and Ripple and all that shit. Ethereum is steadily moving toward a future where zero-knowledge cryptography becomes a core. Oh, shit, listen to this. ZK, I want you to think ZK Sync. ZK cryptography becomes a core part of Ethereum. That's massive right there. In a recent interview, the director, who was one of the key developers in designing the merge, described zero knowledge as part of Ethereum's midterm roadmap to many amazing breakthroughs. Right there. They're telling you right here. Ethereum is steadily moving toward a future where zero-knowledge cryptography becomes a core part of the network itself. Oh, wow. Incorporating zero knowledge into Ethereum tooling first came to the ecosystem in 2021, when zero knowledge rollups began emerging as an alternative way to transact more quickly and cheaply than on Ethereum's main network. These rollups bundle transactions off-chain and submit cryptographic proofs back to Ethereum, allowing users to benefit from lower fees while still inheriting the network security. Bringing zero knowledge directly into Ethereum's core would change that dynamic. In simple terms, the Ethereum network could verify compact mathematical proofs that confirm blocks were computed correctly. That could dramatically reduce the work required to secure Ethereum, making it easier to scale. Ethereum researchers have published plans for a native ZK Ethereum virtual machine, allowing the network to verify transactions using zero knowledge proofs by default. Now, really briefly here, let's look at this X page. So all the people earlier that left the Crypto Hawk show, they don't know it. I didn't advertise the ZK Sync one. So this one is for the people that hung in there and listened to this show. You're now going to learn about ZK. What we got here is a web page about Ethereum is now the main capital hub of ZK Sync. Let me repeat that again. Ethereum is now the main capital of ZK Sync. Now, if you look below my channel, you'll see the more. You'll see the drop-down box as the word more. Click on the word more. You'll see Caleb Brown. Click on that. That's how you join and get ZK Sync. You don't need to know any contract codes. You just type in ZK Sync and you buy it because it's the only one there. ZK Sync, it's called Atlas. Upgrade is bringing 15,000 transactions per second, 1 second finality, and near zero fees. But those numbers are only a small part of the story. Chains built on ZK Sync can now tap into Ethereum's liquidity. This is massive, all this stuff right in there. Here's the article here. This is ZK Sync. It's on my list at Caleb Brown. I have a lot of it. Here's the article. Ethereum founder Vitalik Buterin triggered 120% ZK Sync price rally with this post. There you go right there. ZK Sync price rallied. I remember when that happened to hit 74 cents. November 2nd, 2025. So now we know ZK Sync is a hidden giant. For those of you that are interested in ZK Sync, Vitalik Buterin can't say enough about it. He endorsed that particular crypto. When Vitalik Buterin talked about ZK Sync back on November 2nd, it triggered $600 million market cap, its highest point since May 2025. So that is a crypto I just wanted to briefly touch on that is going to help Ethereum do what it do. It's the ZK Sync Atlas upgrade. That's what's happening here. Vitalik Buterin's all up in this. When you, as big as you think Ethereum's going to get, ZK Sync will be right there getting bigger, okay? It'll be living, I mean, Ethereum will always be more expensive than ZK Sync, but the more successful that that Ethereum gets, this ZK Sync is going to be, remember, it's a core. ZK Sync will be core to Ethereum working. This crypto is going to fucking go, okay? Whenever this takes off, Ethereum will go up because of ZK Sync. This is going to be so valuable. I'm just letting you know early right now. Okay, we're done. The show is done. We're done. Done. So ZK Sync is the crypto that Ethereum is going to be using. So when you go into Caleb Brown, you type in ZK Sync, and there it is. All right, that'll be the end of this program. You got two awesome cryptos we went over, XRP and then ZK Sync, and I'll see y'all in the next one.